friends, welcome back to the farm. It's a beautiful day, one of our second days with the sun, so that's really awesome. The birds are singing so loud that I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm going to take you around and show you what we've been doing at the farm. The last few videos have just been like family celebrations, but that's what we do because that's what we're doing right now. And once farming season starts, it's like that's all we'll be doing. And actually Saturday is our first market where we'll be at East Falls for the first market of the season, and then we will be there all the way until the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So that will be our Saturdays. Show you what I did this morning real fast. One of these little things that I wanted to do but just haven't had time to get to it. So this is how faded this barrel was, so I've been working on staining it, and I left this area on the sides not done yet. Tons of little things like this that over the winter we try to get done and we just can't get to it all. So I'm going to work on this in between doing other stuff today. The other thing I'm going to do today is clean out this vehicle because this is what we will take Saturday. And you know, I think I talked about before what we do in the winter with our vehicles. We start them up, of course. We move them around. One year we kind of just let one van just sit and the tires were no good. So we learned our lesson from that because that's a costly expense to pay out before you're bringing in any money. So Anita has one vehicle at her place that she drives around and moves around and starts up, and then I have this one here that I do the same, and sometimes Colleen and I just take little rides in it. So we're going to head to the greenhouse so I can show you what's going on over there. So here we are in the greenhouse where we are loaded up. The problem has been the weather. Like, we got to get out there and get planted. These tomato plants will be pulled out of here and we'll get more planted over the weekend now that we can get in the fields and get stuff planted. And as you know from the markets, what we sell are flowers and then vegetables, but what we start out with are 4-packs that people can buy to start their own gardens. So we're going to take a lot of this stuff to the market. When you see things like this, this is a plug tray. So the seeds were done. This stuff is waiting. It's not ready yet to go into 4-packs. This is from seeds to trays to 4-packs to your garden or our farm. That's what we do here. But as you can tell, we are loaded up in here. And the weather is looking promising, so we're going to work on getting some of this out. This is actually our third planting of cow. We already transplanted and have some in the fields, and then this will be going out in the third planting, and then we will just continue from there because of course in the fall is when we really sell a lot of the collards and kale and all those greens. But this here, who knows what this is? If you could read the label, you would definitely know. Okra, a big seller, and not many people grow okra. We shared with you why. It's not easy to grow. Can't plant okra until we're in the mid-70s for consecutive days. So it's one of the last things we do in the greenhouse because we do run out of space. And it's not the funnest thing to pick either. Sometimes you have to wear long sleeves because the plants are like little prickly. And I'll show you that as we're picking it later, but obviously we haven't even planted it yet. So we have numerous trays of our first seeding, and then this is another seeding, and then that'll be it for the season. But I just want to show you, and I know the big question is always, oh, I need to eat organic. That's the thing that I'm supposed to do. Well, you know what? Eating local is actually the best because these are my hands. This is the seed that we bought and that we grow here at the farm. It's coming from our hands to the seed tray, to our field, to you. Doesn't get any fresher than that. If you know your grower and they're actually at your markets, I know a lot of times farmers are so busy that they don't go to their markets. They send people, and even those people, they should have a knowledge of what the practices of the farm. So again, when you talk about eating organic, I mean, we have people that come up to our markets in the city and say, oh, I only buy organic. Once they talk to us, they're like, oh, that makes more sense. Standards are so different in different places. I mean, look at what you're buying. Yeah, you may be buying Brussels sprouts that are considered organic, but not even from this country, and their standards are probably different than ours. So local is the way to go. Here's our seed bag, and did you see how big these seeds are of okra? some seeds are tiny, like a little tiny speck that it's not your favorite to plant, but okra is a big one. So these were planted last weekend. The seeds were started. They'll start popping up, and then these were planted several weeks ago. So we will soon transplant these into 4-packs, and these work better in the planter for this size to go through our planter. And it's just a bigger area for your rooting system to develop. So if you're gardening at home, that's why you're buying 4-packs. We can sometimes throw these right in our planter, but normally we go right to the 4-packs. Well, I'm going to get to work. So friends, here is the area of the field last year that had flowers. Remember, we did the fresh cut flowers towards the end of the season, and we started out with lettuce here. So now we have kale, then we go on to Swiss chard, and we end with the lettuce there, and then we'll be able to cut that and then throw something else in the field. Drop in squash in, and honestly, like, these temperatures have just went up. Anybody who lives in this area can tell you it's been cold. I've been out here in a hoodie like all the time. That is the back field, and all the way back there was our tomato field last year, which we are going to put the tomatoes up front over the weekend. So here we are, we're on our way. We got stuff planted, and then this is still going to be our corn for our corn maze. So just one field that I stopped at to show you is little cat. Look at that, friends. Doesn't that look fancy? And guess what song I sang the whole time I did this? Yep, roll out the barrel. And that's a fitting song because it's like we're getting ready to party. It's farming season. Alright friends, until next time. Alright friends, so I am going to go in and take these eggs into my fridge because Aunt Sally's coming to get some. Have a good day. Wonder where they're going. They don't have to leave. They don't have to go anywhere because it's so beautiful here in New Jersey. Thanks for watching, friends.